Today's video is going to be about Argo blockchain. We have some fantastic news that we have been waiting patiently on that has come out and it's sent the share price up over 10% today. So I'm very excited to bring this to you. We're also going to have a look at the earnings that have come out, and we're going to have a quick look at just back at previous videos that I've done, because I've covered every earnings now for over a year and a half. So we've got a whole back catalog. I'm just going to have a quick look and see how have Argo managed our expectations and have they been able to deliver quarter to quarter. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video, as I said, is on Argo blockchain. Let's just kick it off by looking at the exciting news that has broke out. As you can see, we are thrilled to announce the energization and opening of Helios, our flagship Bitcoin mining facility in Dixon County, Texas. Thanks to everyone who helped to make this possible. Yeehaw! And I am with you. A lot of bears on the comment section of my videos who have made jokes. There is one guy who shall remain unnamed. He would say, how are they getting on with the shed out in Texas? Oh, they can't even pour concrete. Well, I guess you are wrong, son, because it is opening. I had no doubt that this would be the case. So well done to the team, well done to Peter Wall and all the guys out there. Delighted to see this. This is very exciting. And here's the more boring stuff. We have the full RNS here, talking about the machines that are coming in, and he's saying May to October 2022. There's talk of them again increasing capacity, which is what we talked about. This is opening, but it's not just completed. There's stages to this, and I'll share the link to the video where we talked about the potential price for the Argo facility. You know, there's rumors of £2 billion it would cost. All in that video if you want to check that out. Just a reminder again, this is going to be one of the largest immersion cooled mining operations in the world, which is a great way to protect the machine, especially in the likes of Texas where it's very hot. This is the most efficient way to do it, again, as Peter Wall has repeatedly said in his videos. And as he says here, July 21, to be able to open the facility within 12 months is great news. How have they done? We did have dates of construction and all of this, and I'll share a video now of when they talked about opening.
Will start to be stood up on that pad this week and will be installed over the next about 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. And it's projected to be up by the end of the year. It
was reported Q1 of 2022, which would mean that it was to be open by the end of March. So we are slightly short of that, but don't worry. Your boy has you covered, because I also said this.
I'm a quality surveyor. I know that there is industry hikes. Steel, for example, is up around 20% year on year. It's incredible the amount of rises in materials right now. Peter, that he said it's all prefabricated. The final delivery is to be done this week. It's all done, no issues. They had got in early, and it looks like they've got that tied up. I was still allowed for some sort of delay, slight risk issue.
And that is the game in construction. Every project runs over. So not surprising. I had my expectations managed. That may have filtered into perhaps why the share backs pulled back, because the market likes certainty, as we seen yesterday with the Fed meeting. Once the Fed rate hike was confirmed, certainty was provided, the thing is shot up. So that is a bit of a delay, but I'll give that to Argo blockchain. You know, it's very hard to anticipate, and the challenges that are out there within the construction industry is proven to be very difficult across the board. So well done to Argo blockchain. We have an announcement of 56 million loan agreement. The funds will be securing the mining machines and all Argo facilities, all the things that we've been talking about that will need to happen to keep growing the facility. Worry about, will it mean dilution? Will it not? We had rumbles that it would be confirmed that there would be no more dilution. And again, they've made it very clear, this non-dilutive debt financing will enable us to continue fitting out in phase 1 at Helios. That is ideally the best case scenario. We didn't want dilution, perhaps a loan, perhaps selling Bitcoin was the other option, but ideally the loan was the preferred option in terms of my thought process. So great to see that. We'll not go into the details. You can go on and check it. It's all on there. But as you can see, it's going to be phased out. Decent, pretty high interest rate of 12% to be fair, but it's big money. It's being phased out, and ultimately 12% is, you'd rather hodl the Bitcoin than sell it at these prices, especially with it being low. In my last video, we did the bull case, bear case scenario, and I had not really much update to provide you with on Argo, and that's what I said in the video. Now it's all just coming. So we also have our earnings that came out on April 29th, and I've just been away on a stag do, and I've had a few days off. My voice is only coming back to me now, so I'm a wee bit late, so I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's kind of old news. So this is how it's looked. Increased revenue of 291 to 100 million, 74 million pounds. Phenomenal. The mining margin was 84%. Now, again, going back to my video prior,
The 85% margin, industry leading.
we were at about an 85%, but there was some issues that we've talked about over the period. So I'm okay with that. Still 84% is phenomenal, and we know really what's happening. And that's the thing with Argo. It's all kind of the here and now. It doesn't really matter because it's all about what they're going to be able to do. The earnings before tax, 584%, $71 million, 53 million euros, and 5.5 hash rate capacity by the end of 2022. That is in the loan agreement. That is in part of what came out as well. And we've talked about how they're going to phase this up. So I don't feel like there's any more point going into that there because it is a bit old news. It's been out for over a week now. Let's just take a moment to step back here. We've been covering Argo blockchain. We've been invested in it for 18 months and it's just been a success. You think about all the things we've done, the NASDAQ, I've talked about it in the year review video. And again, I'll share the link to that video, the year review where we talked about all the things that Argo blockchain has done. And we've seen stocks on this channel that management has been terrible. We talk about the likes of Boohoo, management terrible. We're no longer in that and that stock has sunk like a stone. Teladoc, one stock that I'm still currently invested in, but they're releasing earnings. I didn't want to buy the dip. Probably should have bought the dip. It shot up massively, but the management is a shambles, terrible. Tattooed chef, management shambles, can't even get earnings out. Things like that you don't want fundamentally in a stock. And Argo blockchain, in my opinion, now of course you do your own due diligence, of course, but the team has been great. They're working well, good morale. They're doing great things within the community, something that I personally like, you know, rebuilding off the pool. They're just seem to be a great company to work for. They're doing the good thing for the environment, and just everything is a thumbs up for me. So onwards and upwards, as Peter likes to say. Let's have a look at the charts. Yesterday was a decent enough day, 4.4%. Most stocks did see this kind of similar pattern of a big, huge sort of rise, which was about 6% from the moment the Fed news broke out. One thing that they don't talk about, it's not even on their Twitter pages, the ARBKF symbol is still live. They don't seem to really care about that anymore, which is something that I would like a bit more clarity on. Why aren't we really talking about that as such? But again, it had a decent enough day. If we look at ARB then, so it's factored in several bits of news. So we would imagine the NASDAQ listings and our American listings will shoot up today, all being well, on the back of this fundamental news that is good. Look at just the ARB symbol just to see how this is working. We can see 4-hour chart will become a buy. Still below, we're a wee bit to go to get above our averages. The indicators are looking reasonably well here. We're still a sell symbol. We're still downwards on the ARB. We have been in this falling wedge that I have drew for a long time, and we do have a measured move there, which I'd be adjusting it now more to about here. So we could see a significant rise on the back of this news, but the thing that I repeatedly keep telling people is it doesn't really matter too much about how great Argo is, because as long as Bitcoin's down, Argo will stay down. So when you get through this, what's the scenario? Do I still feel that we're going to fall down? I do. I really, really do. Unfortunately, I still think that there's more pain to come. So look, we can see here, even now already, following the Fed meeting, we've become a sell again on the 4-hour chart. This put it in my Discord. Look, if anyone's bought any sort of rise here, I would be topping out at 41,000. 40 to 41,000. We're pretty much coming up to 40,000. We've already, in some respects, already touched the 40,000. Charts don't lie. I suspect the momentum to continue going on. And I've said it before and I'll say it again. I think we're more likely to see 20,000 before we'll see 60,000, put it that way. Just watch the space carefully. Argo blockchain, phenomenal, fundamentally great. Nothing to be concerned about. That is the main thing. I am going to buy said dips as and when they come. But this is good fundamental news. This could also just send Argo up, and even regardless of a Bitcoin, because I do feel like Argo is below where it probably should be, in my opinion, for what you're getting in the future. But we know how growth stocks are affected right now, so just watch this space carefully would be what I would do. It's not a rush, long way to go on Argo blockchain and Bitcoin in itself. If you're interested in learning all this crazy stuff means, my trading course is going to be going up in less than a month now. I'm putting the price up in June because of the success that it's been over the last 6 months. Message me, DM me, whatever, ask questions, by all means do that. You can also get access to the Discord, which is a one-time fee currently, but again, come June, it's going to a monthly subscription. Then you can see here, there's he's shuffle, he's got his shout out, he's got a shout out again, D-son. You know I got you. Hope you don't mind that. We obviously then have our Argo blockchain, which we're talking about 10% this morning. Lovely stuff put in about this. And the Bitcoin, everyone's putting in different things. What do you reckon? A falling wedge, 40, 41K. I make it Bitcoin if we break through, but I'm selling there. We took a trip last week to the lakes for free, fully paid for by the trading course that he has learned. So like I said, for £80 you can learn that change your life. And there's any god's amount of examples within this here. There was one guy last week that just jumped on measure movement on a 4-hour chart. We jumped in and out, and I think he made like something like $300 within an hour. Last night we made 60% gains on the likes of the Nasdaq turning around on the back of the Jerome Powell's movement. So there's plenty of money to be made. If you're interested, by all means check it out. And the last thing I'll say is, if you thought about the future, if you thought about where all this is going to go, we're in Argo blockchain because it is a green play. That is my main reason why I've picked Argo blockchain over other miners. Very keen on the future, and I've done this video here with Elon Musk's vision of the future, and I talked about a few things on my own as well. Worth checking out if you're interested in what this channel is really all about, green plays. We're all about it, and we're going to make a hell of a lot of money to be in that as well. Please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and that is it. I'll catch you then. Peace.